He's contemplating why EGs are only in Arizona, and then it makes sense. This place is Arizona. Hey everybody, it's Chucker Conroy. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Last time, we did a lot of things all around different titans. Summon Uriah, summon more Ardain, but we got a lot stronger in the process, and made a stylish hat for somebody. Because we're making such good use of our time, now we talk to Stulk in the Imperial Palace, who's got some sort of trouble or another because our Moradane just cannot keep itself straight. Ah, just the faces I was hoping to see. A report has come in from one of our men on an intelligence mission. Specifically, information regarding those accursed anti-imperialists who took the life of my wife. I would be interested to hear the details. It seems they're an organized anti-imperialist alliance, calling themselves Brionac. Nia's just already ready to scratch their faces off. Whoa, cool it down. We gotta hear the details first. Members of Brionac will soon be conducting a secret assembly. The place is mine number 2, right under the nose of the Imperial capital. Is something the matter? It's like there's lapses in judgment surrounding Morag and now they're collapsing in on her. Of course, the ideal plan would be to take this to the Senate and take military action against Brionac. But if someone were to obstruct such official action, just like with my wife, in the worst case scenario, they might even target my son. The mere thought of it terrifies me. Allow us to assist. I can't express how grateful I am to hear that. If you will look into this for me, I can concentrate on ensuring my family's safety. So, just to review the details, I need you to go to mine number 2. There should be only a few key members of Brionac present for the assembly, but do be careful. Insurgent Investigations. Such a complex yet simple name all at the same time. Investigate the Brionac base and mine number 2 entrance and more Ardain. This is on the upper level of the Titan. Over this way. You know what I love? When side quests take you to a great big old chunk of the world that you never had to explore for any story purpose at all. It's great. We're gonna get to see all sorts of new land today. Heading off here, we got this view up ahead. I have no idea how this party does it, just surviving in the warmth here. Maybe blades don't sweat and do that sort of thing like we do, and they don't have the same biological functions, but come on. I mean, Toro's all covered in fur, and it's gonna get all sandy in the bum. Morag's got this whole suit. It's black, too, so it's gonna attract a lot of heat. And then Nia is quite literally wearing the cat's pajamas. I don't know how they survive out in this heat. It just does not seem practical at all. And then we had that time earlier where Rex offered one of his salvaging suits, which would have made it even worse.
The forest really calms your spirit.
Ah yes, lots of wood out here. It makes sense that we got more rocks than chunks of wood out of there. Very technical.
A new locale.
We are doing...
They sent those cronies out to deal with us? Master Akatsuki, these people are? Ah, the ones who interfered with our recent operation. Meme. Well, everyone, it seems the Empire has sent warriors to deal with us. Let us show them that Brionac will not be so easily felled. Won't be so easily felled! You're really gonna go with that, alright? You're following like a certain driver I know in Torgoth. Brionac use. Use is gonna lose! There's nothing to this, they're so pathetic. This quest has actually been available for a while. We could have done this on the last quest run. When we were on our way to Tantal. I just had the prerequisite a little wrong, so we're doing this later, but this still is very easy even for that time. It's not like I waited on this forever. Believe me, you haven't won yet. Oh, give it time, if that's all you go. This is... Let's see how much more of this you can handle. That's the way a boring stuck-up aristocrat says, think you can take me! Brionac grind is getting ground down to a pulp. You bring shame to that uniform that you wear. You reject recolor of Padrag, you do not deserve to wear the same clothing that this great man does. The party that I got here organized, I have Morag serving as more of an attacker rather than as a tank, and Tor is the one doing the tanking. I thought this would be a good demonstration of how Morag can function not only as a tank, but also as a pretty decent attacker. And with her tanking prowess being made worse by Mithra not being around, this is how you can still make good use of her. Bridget? Go for the special. I'll go ahead and pick up the items. Nia, you open us up. Tora, you turn this into a pandemic, and then we'll go for a break. If this thing is big, a mechanic I haven't gotten into yet is generally big enemies have higher break resistance than smaller enemies. Just because bosses, unique monsters, those sorts of things tend to be big, and there's certain enemy types that they want being tougher than your average regular enemy. So they have that going on. Nia, waiting on you. Waiting on you. Here we go, final disaster launch. Oh my god, are we gonna get the smash here?
Blade combo, third stage.
Just gonna keep kicking him higher into the sky. Ah, I fell. There's that launch duration not lasting during the specials. Oh, we didn't get to chain attack him. I wanted to beat him up even harder. You're tough, I'll give you that. No, you're just level 20. But are you sure you have time to be wasting around here? What about the fellow who sent you here, Do you think he's all right? Huh? Got your attention now, have I? Well, if you'd like to go and check up on him, don't let us stop you. We of Brionac will be happy to wait. Run along now, my dears. It's always those damn dogs. Love making my life miserable. That guy had a common core crystal on him. Well, it was almost a dog. Aska. I was gonna say, if he was dead here in the middle of the palace, what is even the Senate doing? Are you quite all right? You're worried about me? No, I can't say I've run into any trouble in particular. Allow me to explain. What? You were attacked by a huge force of soldiers, and they threatened that harm would come to me as well? Well, they haven't tried anything yet, and I can't imagine they could get close as long as I stay in the palace. You guys been duped. I brought my son to the palace as well, just to be safe. I even have guards watching over him. Oh, right. What worries me is that the enemy was gathered in far greater numbers than my information suggested. That was what, 5 and you thought it was 3? Was the information that it would be a small gathering simply mistaken, or were they expecting us? That blade named Akatsuki, who seems to be giving the orders, he may be a more formidable foe than I had feared. Whatever the reason, I must apologize for sending you into such danger. I actually just received new information about where the Brionac leaders are headed. The word leaders makes me suspect that Akatsuki's driver may be involved. This may be an opportunity to neutralize Akatsuki once and for all, but it may also be another trap. Tora will do best effort, but we can't make promise. Thank you so much for all your help. As for where to find these leaders, one of them, a man named Wiggins, should be on the roof of a building in Aville Shopping District. In the roof area of the old industrial district, you should find a man named Brionac. And finally, there's Arrowed. He should be near the large tank by the cargo transportation zone. If my intelligence is correct, these 3 Brionac leaders will be conducting covert transactions at these locations. Got it. Please do be careful. Cheers and stuff. Nia, can't you say thank you properly? We're ending on a joke? Pretty serious assassination stuff going on, but no, we're Vest here to dissolve the tension. It's what mothers do in tough situations, never letting on how much they're really struggling to take care of everybody. We'll do these one at a time. Can't have them all set at once. Aville Shopping District roof skip travel point. Boy, isn't that convenient.
All right. Where do we go from here?
Is he around here? I thought he was. Get unstuck from the little ditch. Thank you. This would be the thing that would outsmart the Special Inquisitor who doesn't know who she is. I didn't have it set as active. I thought I set the first one as active and then I said no to the other two. Maybe I just said no to all three of them. You're the ones who ruined our plans, aren't you? What are you doing here? If you're siding with the Empire, we'll show no mercy. Do you have any idea who you are talking to? Also, I'm not much better. Wants to show Morag working as an attacker, has Aegean, one of her worst damage blades of them all, as the active blade for that fight. I got Bridget here because she works quite well for damage. I have her outfitted to do a lot, as I did before. Classic metal, shoot, that's good. AoE, please? Got Nim in there. That does lower aggro, being a healer. It's one of the few times that you'd actually want to mix a tank and healer at once, because we don't really want Morag doing her job as a tank here. What an awkward time for that to pop up. And I guess Praxis is here so we can have the smash art while still at least being better than Aegean. Hunter's Chemistry, Cobalt Chips. The Cobalt Chip is a sorry excuse for a chip that's worse than everything I have on every blade currently. Old Industrial District is next. I was gonna complain that this isn't really on a rooftop, it's just in the middle of the field, yet you think about it and we are on the rooftop of the building that is the Old Industrial District. That damn Akatsuki. Never did I like that. I never did like the guy. Acting all high and mighty even though he's just a blade. And now he's letting miscreants get away so we can clean them up instead. Meh. That does it. After I get rid of you guys, I'm taking him down next. As much as I'm all for mutiny, I'm not all for the dying part. I ain't done, you're done. Get that timing right, get just enough time to get the other art charged up without using up our break, and then we can go for the special. These guys are just sad. The title of Turncoat's pretty accurate and pretty cool. Sorry, bud. That's all you went down having going for you.
Something wrong, Poppy?
Poppy was just taking notes on lady behavior.
I'd say it's pretty ladylike behavior. All three of the ladies present here smacked Rex upside the head, or at least almost did. Poppy was the one who needed to take notes on that. Also, is Bianca the masculine version of Bianca? I've never heard that name before, but it sounds like it could be. The next one in the cargo transportation zone is just outside of town, down the elevator. What are you gonna throw at us next? A level 26 bug? Like that one over there? Is that who you have working for your organization? I doubt it'll put up much more of a fight. Meh? The beast form blade's driver. You won't find him here. He lets his blade Akatsuki relay all his orders, never shows his own face. His orders always produce results, but I suppose he made a mistake this time letting you go. No matter though, I'll clean up the mess he left behind. Not if I make a mess for him to have to wipe up first. This is so pathetic. These enemies are as weak as gaming on a Mac. Even if this was our first visit to Morardain, which by the way, you can't do this on your first visit to Morardain, this would still be one of the easiest quests in the entire experience. Don't know what they were thinking hiring these guys, or how these guys are even causing trouble for the Ardanian military. It's amazing the things that happen when the Special Inquisitor is out on official business. We need to get a real man into this military, someone who can really get the job done, someone like Captain Padrag. We need to restation him to Morardain because the homeland just cannot hold itself in times like this. Sure, I'll go salvaging. Oh God, I selected a gold cylinder.
Rex, check this
At least I have salvaging mastery on.
Too long.
Here I thought, oh, it'd be fun. We can do this while we're here and cash in some stuff. Uses a gold cylinder when not even doing a quest.
I'm back. Miss me? Ha!
That doesn't look particularly good. Whoa! Rex, you know how to shut a guy up!
Pause.
Or not, because I yelled much louder after you showed me. Stulk. It's good to see you're safe. How did the mission go? Allow me to explain. So Akatsuki's driver wasn't among the Brionac leaders. Meh, this tricky situation. No, there's no need for you to worry yourselves any longer. Really, truly, I think it's time we withdrew from this whole business. Meh? Yeah, bro, you got some explaining to do. One of my subordinates who was gathering intelligence for me has been attacked. It may only be a matter of time before they come after me or my son. But now that we've taken out the leaders, Brionac's schemes will fall apart sooner or later. Ah, so you're still worried about Akatsuki. But it would be far too dangerous to pursue this any further. Alright, but if you're going to keep investigating, you'll have to do so alone. I can't provide you with any more intelligence on Akatsuki or his driver. You'll have to find them by yourselves. Tora, get it? I'm sorry, but when I think of my son, this is the only choice I can. Worry not. Thank you for doing this. We'll find Akatsuki in 30 minutes or less, or the info's free. Putting our best girl on the job.
Starmine Squad, move out!
Only 12 minutes this time. Sounds like an opportune moment to see what blades those losers had on them. Anything good? Huck it. He is wearing grappling claws. He can huck stuff. Huck it. I went to go play Tiger Tiger and I was greeted with this sight at the end of it. Does this not look like the most delicious gummy candy you have ever laid eyes on? Awkward Morag is judging me. We discovered there's a hideout for the anti-Ardanian organization Brionac near Bellyful Canteen at the old factory. We should investigate.
We've arrived.
With a name like
Where do we go
Bellyful
from here?
Canteen, it sounds like it'd be a much more populous area. Maybe it was once upon a time. Someone's got nostalgia for getting drunk in this place. Always so many locked doors here, and it never ends, even after you think you're done here, and it's still not. Is there... no? How about going lower? Going down? There's an open door. And then if there's a way up from there... I hope I know the way here and that I'm not gonna get lost in this maze yet again. I've had so much of this for one lifetime, and... it's locked from the other side. That one's locked. In here, maybe? There's a way down. Maybe, yes, there is a way up. There is a way up. We have achieved a quantum leap. What are you?
Now let's see.
I can't resist it, man. Whenever we're in a hurry place, I gotta grab all the collection points along the way. I can't help it, it's in my blood. I need to ask my family members who play video games if they have any sort of addiction to just grabbing everything that they can get. Where? Nothing? Nothing here. There it is! Oh my gosh. We can open this from the other side. Is it in there? No. Are you over here? This was the locked door from earlier. There you are, Walrag! How did you find this place? All in a day's work. Akatsuki, who are these people? The pawns I told you about. I see. So he wasn't able to stop them, that useless fool. Couldn't be satisfied with just taking care of the Brionac leaders, could you? It's time you learn not to get in our way. Led by an Uriah named Akatsuki, first name Akatsuki's, last name Driver. Driver can be a last name. Checks out by me. What would a wall rag be anyway? You don't clean walls with wet rags, you'd ruin the paint. Roger! Going for it. Lay down a fire. You have that. Nia. Time you want to steam bomb us? I can do it if you're gonna take that long. I might build it up before you. He's already halfway. Why is this boss level 33? I'm watching this and I'm just not seeing any sort of rhyme or reason to how weak they made these guys. There's no reason for it. Why is Nia only on level 2 right now as well? Akatsuki, you remember our promise. I know. Do it. As you wish. I hope you don't think this is over. Meh. Brionac is not the only organization planning rebellion against the Ardanian Empire. We could do with some details, I feel. Yes, please. More info, very helpful. I'm afraid there is no time. In mere moments, I will return to my core crystal. I will forget everything, even the ideals I had long pursued by his side. But the things we have accomplished, I cannot bear for them to be forgotten. If you are left no alternative, surely you will seek my people out. That way our deeds will live on in your minds. Glory be to Lindworm! Is there something you want to discuss? Allow me to explain. What? You defeated Akatsuki and his driver? Are you certain? Here you go. A core crystal. This is Akatsuki's. Would it be alright if I kept hold of this? As evidence, you understand? Indeed. Thank you. With this, I suppose the anti-imperialist schemes of Brionac really are finished. What? Another organization? Lindworm. I'm sorry I can't say I've ever heard the name before. Of course, it may not be wise to take everything Akatsuki said at face value. There was that time when he taunted you with empty threats before letting you leave, after all. At any rate, thank you for all the work you've done in service of the Empire. We can handle the task of rounding up any remaining stray rebels, so don't worry yourselves any further. Tora, get it? Tora just going to relax by poolside now that work done. Sound easy for Tora. Magnet chip and apprentice Vam braces. We've seen those before. 20% more damage to higher level enemies. We've seen better, doesn't make it bad. As for the magnet chip, yeah, it's about as weak as the enemies we killed to earn it. Gotta do the hard quests if you want the good stuff. Can't waste your time with this weak stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted to get Akatsuki's core crystal, have it be a standard legendary core crystal, open it up, and suddenly he turns into some beautiful waifu or something. That would have been a great end to this storyline. What do you say? I walked by you a whole bunch of times on the way in and out of here, even though you haven't seen it. The Ardanian army has a policy of actively scouting new drivers to recruit. The main goal, of course, is to bolster our own forces, but also to avoid drivers being recruited by rival nations. This is why we carry out scouting activities in as many territories as we can manage. Gormod is a particular focus because many Gormadi still harbor ill feelings toward the Empire. It'd be quite troublesome if they were to throw their lot in with Uriah. So, we encourage them to join our military before that happens. Can you join another country's military if you don't live there? I guess outsourcing, yeah, and I guess if you're just a manufacturer of weapons, they couldn't tell you to not sell weapons to people in another country. That would make sense. Never really thought about the business of war like that before, but it does make sense. So to elaborate more on what I was saying earlier about how I had the timing of this quest wrong, somehow I tricked myself into thinking that Banna's secret treasure was a prerequisite to doing this one. That's not the case. It really has nothing to do with it. The two quests are not related in any way, shape, or form. I just somehow believe that was the case, and I'm not exactly sure why. Anyway, that spells the end of this anti-imperialist movement, for now. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we return to the Letherian Archipelago. And we're gonna check in with Auntie Corinne, as well as Gramps. See you guys then.